Previously on Plodding Parsons. Her eyes glow and the room shudders as she says, "The trees will cry tears of blood." Ted shows the party a card that he found. On one side is an angel. The angel wears a mask over the right half of his face, painted red and blue. On the other side is a dragon. Its eyes appear to be some sort of red and blue jewels.
What we need to get to save her is called Devil's Bane.
Where is Devil's Bane found?
Deep within the trees of the Accursed. As you get closer to Devil's Bane, the eyes will glow more vividly. So you want to go all the way into the trees of the Accursed to pick Devil's Bane? Alright, well it was nice meeting you. I'm sure I'll never see you guys again.
We can't walk through the tree and get back to the path?
So when you try and do that, the tree lunges at you and hits you. You seem to remember something about this forest that you learned when you were in Druid school, that it was a sacred place.
I'm gonna try eating a mushroom.
And he immediately falls asleep on the ground. Starting.
Okay.
One thing I forgot to say last time is Cooki, when you woke up from the mushrooms, you actually felt a lot better and you regained the health you had lost at the time.
Oh.
So you actually have 1 extra HP than you had before.
Oh, that's useful.
Well, I added the one when I went up a level, and so then I have 8.
Wow, you have no health. You're so
close to my max of 10.
You have a bad max.
Great. So yeah, that's where you guys are at.
Nice.
You're in this. There's a little bend to the right.
Let's go to the left.
Where's
Let's go to the left.
Where's the place?
What's on the left?
There's
Oh, here.
nothing. It's
Why
just
is
trees that you can't
So,
get past. There's really only one option other than going back.
okay.
I'm going to try and set one of the trees on fire so I can go this way.
Okay, go ahead. Are you using your?
Got 16.
Yeah.
You got a
My
16.
fire
Is
started.
that your Is that your survival roll? What's your
You just said go ahead. You didn't say anything after.
It's survival. What is it?
19.
You got a 19. Okay.
Was it true that you achieved?
You walked up to a tree and you set it on fire, and now it's on fire. It's pretty wet in this forest, so it's a lot of like black thick smoke. And now you guys can't really see.
Sorry guys.
I'm gonna ask Ted if he thinks that we if we use my light, we'll be able to see.
You guys can Ted that?
Yes. And by the way, Ted is one of the characters.
Yeah, I love the idea. What are you gonna light up?
Me.
So you light yourself up?
Yeah.
Alright, so now
I'm gonna touch me.
you're lit up.
I'm
There's a big fire.
I'm gonna tell Cookie to stop lighting things on fire. And would we say that this fire in the tree is small-ish? Is it raging? What's the deal?
It's not very big because
Great.
it's mostly like thick black smoke. It's like when
I'm
you
gonna-
set a bunch of wet wood on fire.
I'm gonna use my druid craft to snuff out that fire then.
Okay, I
Cookie.
don't know what druid craft
I'm going to
is.
try and get in the way.
Stop lighting things on
I'm
fire.
going to just walk in the way.
Okay, I'm
It
I'm
just
gonna
tells me I
go.
can instantly
I'm gonna
do that.
go and shock
Oh.
him.
I can instantly
Oh,
light or snuff out
Didn't.
candle, torch, or a small campfire.
Okay, yeah, it's a small
It's
campfire
not-
size, so
That's what I figured.
you snuffed it.
So basically you're just in the way of a tree for no reason.
Yeah, what do you guys do?
I think we should keep going because we really need to find this Devil's Bane. Anyone? I'm just gonna walk.
I'm sorry, I was just trying to figure out how my words of terror work.
Great. I'm gonna walk ahead, and
Oh my gosh.
I can't be bothered with these crazy people. I have a mission to complete
Okay,
now.
and
Alright.
I'm gonna tell Cookie that when I get scared, I usually shock and grasp people.
Who scared you?
Well, if I do get scared.
By words of terror?
Yeah.
Yeah, just inform him ahead of time.
So you guys move along. You don't have to say that you tell Cookie something. You can just tell Cookie something.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna do something about Peanut.
Okay. Peanut's my dog.
Okay, great. So you end up.
Oh. Peanut.
Where do we end up?
So you end up in this big like courtyard area. It looks kind of familiar in shape.
It's basically just that really scary dungeon again from last episode.
What scary dungeon?
Like the thing the puzzle.
Guess we're doing another
So
puzzle.
it looks very similar to the shape of the rooms that you're in before, but it looks different in that there are no little guys running around. There's no like stump. There's just like this like thick grass.
Are there any mushrooms?
And there are mushrooms.
Oh no.
And yeah, that's it at the moment.
Hey
What
Ted.
kinds of mushrooms?
Same colors as before.
Hey Ted.
Red, yellow, and blue.
Ted.
yeah.
If you eat another mushroom, I'm going to shocking grass
Got it.
you. While you're sleeping
So,
or sneezing.
So I guess we should go in a direction.
yeah, I'm thinking I might use my locate a plant thing I just learned how to do. Yeah, I'm gonna try to track down that devil's bane and see if it
Why
guides
do you even
me.
have that tracker then?
Yeah,
I grab the tracker and throw it on the ground.
Ah!
Okay,
It's exactly what I say to you. Cookie.
When you do that, you notice that the tracker is actually glowing pretty brightly.
What?
I cover it with grass.
Okay, I'm
I'm
gonna.
gonna lean down and pick it
Okay,
up.
I'm gonna shocking grasp Cookie.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm going to try and dodge.
Okay, do a
My
dex.
acrobatics.
I want you to see
I'm
calling.
gonna try and jump out of the way.
Isaiah, do a sleight of hand, and Nick, do a contest with your acrobatics.
A D20.
Yeah,
I got a 17.
you got a 17.
Yes.
I got a 14.
Alright, so you've been successfully shocking grasp.
Oh.
What does that do?
Does it tickle him?
Doesn't
Doesn't
sound like it
deal
tickles
a large
him.
amount of damage.
It deals a good amount of damage.
Oh no.
1d8 lightning damage.
Okay, 1d8.
Uh-huh.
1d8. I might die.
I got a 2.
You got it too.
I'm gonna suggest that we long rest. I don't have that much health.
You don't have that much health to begin with. I mean,
Feeling
I'm
pretty
gonna.
tired.
Okay, are we going to rest?
Um,
Are we going to rest?
you could try and rest here.
So I'm gonna perhaps use healing word for Cookie then, even though I'm really mad at Cookie.
Why are you mad at me?
Because you're throwing my stuff around, man.
Okay.
And lighting trees on fire, and druids don't like
So
that.
what does healing word do?
You regain hit points equal to 1d4 plus your spell casting ability. 4.
Wow. Back up to my
Plus
max.
your spell modifier. I don't think you even need it
No,
because Nick's
no,
up. Because Cookie's up to his max.
Alright, I've reached down and eat a red mushroom.
Oh my gosh. Should have let him sleep.
What was the point of the spell? Ted says, "Yo, we're eating mushrooms again? Cool, I'm into it." He eats a red mushroom as well.
Okay.
You both fall asleep immediately.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot that was what that was.
Like I said. Like I said, I'm going to shocking grass head even. Okay.
That was a promise.
Okay, go ahead and shock and grass him.
1d8.
Yeah, so you hit him pretty good.
I got a 5.
Oh my.
Okay, he shudders in his sleep as he's getting as electric shocks just reverberate through his bones, but he's still asleep.
Does he take any damage?
You just did 5, right? You took 5 damage.
Okay, now I'm gonna slap him. I'm gonna slap Nick. Cookie.
I'm gonna... Hey, Steve. Maybe you can help me with this glowing totem. And we'll just let them be for a little while.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna turn my light off since I'm still lit up.
Alright, you turn your light off. You're no longer lit up.
So, the thing that's really interesting about this, Steve, is that when Cookie so rudely took my totem and threw it on the ground, as if it meant nothing, we noticed that it started glowing brighter. We should check this out.
Yeah, we need to go that direction.
But it was on the ground. What do you think we should do?
Oh, we should go that
Into the ground?
down.
Okay.
Wait. I think we need to try and pick it up.
Okay,
Pick it up
here.
and see if
You can pick it up.
Okay, so I'm gonna pick it up, and leave it in the same spot.
Okay.
Let's pick it up.
You
What
want
is
to
it?
see if it's doing
Advisor?
anything? It's not. It's the same brightness.
Okay, that means onward.
I'm going to try and wake up.
You don't.
I do a,
Oh, boy.
No, there's no roll you can do. You're asleep.
You ate
Where are
the
I'm gonna do a perception, see what's going on in this room if I can, but I need the thing. Yeah. 20!
A natural 20.
Natural 20.
Okay, so you notice a lot of things all at once. You notice that this room's different than the other rooms, and that if you look into one of the entrances, you can see past the trees, whereas before it was all shrouded in darkness. So you can see all these different paths kind of lead somewhere. You notice that there are some pretty big trees standing to the right by the east side, and the other two pathways look a lot more open.
The other two that we haven't just walked through.
Yeah, not the one you just walked through. It looks just like the one you walked through when you look at that one.
We came up from the bottom, right?
Yep.
So there are trees similar to a path, or are they just kind of everywhere?
There's just two noticeably bigger trees on the right side.
Okay. Am I noticing anything about the room that we're in?
No, it's pretty unordinary.
It's pretty ordinary?
Pretty ordinary, yeah.
I'm like, okay.
That was the word I meant to say.
Can you take away Isaiah's ability to edit my character? You changed my name to Poopy.
Okay.
He keeps moving me into the corner.
Okay, back to the game.
Steve, what do you think we should do? Are you noticing the trees?
The trees.
Yeah, these trees over to the right are pretty big.
Yeah, they're huge.
Which makes me a little nervous, but also maybe is the way we need to go.
And why does my character always disappear?
I would like to try to wake up.
You didn't.
Where did my character go?
I'm gonna take the totem and I'm gonna see if it brightens at all if I go to any of the exit.
Which exit which one do you go to?
I go to the right.
You go to the right one first?
Yeah.
Do you go all the way? How far do you go?
I go.
So you're all the way up in that entrance?
I'm standing in the entrance.
As you walk up to that exit, you notice it actually glows a little dimmer.
Right here.
Tim,
You go all the way up there?
Yeah.
So when you get there, it is glowing a little bit brighter, but you hear this horrible shrieking sound.
It's alarming.
And actually, as you walk up to that entrance, you see this plant just shivering.
Okay.
And it's just shrieking.
Okay.
Yeah, you really don't like how it sounds.
Cool. How about to the left?
Interestingly, when you walk all the way to the left, there are now two giant trees blocking that path.
Oh.
Blocking it?
Yeah.
Like the one to the right, or actually blocking it?
Where are you? What are you doing?
I'm standing in the left.
Am I with
So you walk all the way up to those trees?
I walked the same way that I did to all the other ones. I walked to the left.
As you're walking up to that entrance, you see two giant trees now blocking it
Am I with
that you didn't see before.
Am I with her?
It's terrifying. And what is my totem doing?
It's glowing just as brightly as when you were checking out the forward path. Do you walk all the way up to the trees?
I'm gonna stop shortly before the trees.
Okay.
And notice how interesting it is that there are now two giant trees blocking the path.
Okay. Ted and Cookie wake up.
Nice.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna notice that they're waking up, and I'm gonna come over to chat with them.
Okay. There's still a horrible shrieking sound.
Where are the big trees right now?
They're in the left path.
But there are also large trees around the right path.
Tim.
I'm gonna walk back to the right path.
Yeah. Am I with her?
I'm going to try and climb
If you
up
wanna be.
the big trees.
Yeah.
on the
Okay.
left side.
I'm with her. With my pig.
Cookie, when you try and climb up the big trees, one of them swipes at you and whacks you.
No!
As a surprise attack.
I might die.
It's gonna hit you. It does 7 damage.
Alright, I'm almost dead.
You hurtle backwards like 20 feet. And these trees kind of like stand up and groan and start moving towards you.
Oh no, Cookie, what'd you do?
Everyone roll initiative.
What'd I get?
You got a 1.
No!
I got a 5.
I can only roll 1?
Wait, you got a 1?
Yeah.
I got a 6.
You got 5. Are you adding your dexterity modifier to this?
No.
I got it too.
Add your dexterity
I got a
modifier.
7.
So Steve got a 7. Theeva got
Wait, I need to.
a 6.
Do I need to roll again?
Adding
for
my dexterity
Yeah,
modifier.
roll again for your pig.
Okay, and my pig.
I got a 2.
My pig got.
You have 2 total?
Plus my
My
dexterity
pig got
modifier.
5.
You rolled a 1?
No, I rolled a 5, but
You
my
minus
dexterity
3.
is minus 3.
Yeah, roll for your pig, Isaiah.
We both got 2.
Got a 5.
You got 5?
Yeah.
Jeez, guys.
We're gonna get obliterated.
Okay.
So this room is like I'd say it's like about 100 yards across. So like 300 feet across. So you've been whacked back like 50 feet. It was pretty tough.
Okay, nice.
Ted's just chilling in the middle, and Steve, Theeva, and Steve Jr. are all the way on the east side of the room,
Okay.
300 feet away.
Did I land on my feet?
No, you're prone.
So who goes
You can
first?
do a dexterity saving throw, actually.
Who goes first?
Give you a chance.
Got a 8.
9.
9? No.
Wait. Oh, dexterity, not.
Yeah, you
acrobatics stuff.
you fell over.
Couldn't do flips.
This didn't have to happen this way, guys.
I didn't know I'd climb on a tree and it would kill me.
Okay, so
Something about the two strange large trees that just
So-
appeared out of nowhere wasn't
Yeah.
alarming to you?
yeah.
No.
Who goes first?
It's gonna be the trees. Because you guys had some terrible rolls.
We gotta be able to beat these trees.
Great. So both of the trees, actually one of the trees goes and Ted goes. So one of the trees, this tree moves towards you. It only moves about 20 feet. Ted's gonna run up to you and stand like right in front of you. Cookie?
Nice.
He's like ready. He's like, I've seen these trees before. They're no big deal. And the other tree moves as well. So now it's Steve's turn.
Okay, so I'm going
His
to
piece
use
is gone, by
my
the way.
ice beam on a tree.
I think you might be too far away.
Wait, how far are the trees from me?
We're like 280 feet away.
Yeah, you're 280 feet away from the
Wait,
trees.
Are?
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
all the way over here.
It's a football field away.
Yeah.
Okay, so
You're gonna spend the whole time trying to get to us.
okay. I'm gonna move backwards. I'm gonna
Backwards?
move away from the battle.
You're as far away from the battle as you can already be.
Without leaving the room.
Okay, well I'm gonna move 1 forward.
1 foot forward.
Yes.
Who went first, Ted or the trees?
One of the trees.
1 tree, 1 Ted, 1 tree.
It was the top tree moved, then Ted moved, then the bottom tree moved.
Next up, Steve Jr.
Okay, Steve Jr. is going to charge. No, he's just gonna bump his head on me.
Okay.
Like,
So you both are just acting in cowardice. That's good.
yeah.
Cookie, you're up.
How come Cookie gets to go before me?
I'm going to
Oh.
ask Ted. Wait, yeah, actually, shouldn't she go first? I rolled a 1.
Oh, sure.
I'm gonna move forward as much as I can. How much can I move? Let's see.
30 feet.
30 feet forward then, I guess.
Okay. Now it's your turn.
Alright, I'm going to tell Ted to throw me backwards as hard as he can. I only weigh 35 pounds, so
Cool.
he should be able to do it. And I'm going to ready myself with my crossbow for when he does it from prone.
Nice. So he picks you up.
What
Wait,
does
he
readying
has to
mean
wait
again?
till his turn, yeah.
Wait, what?
Readying, what does that mean again? When
It means
something.
I do an action when something happens.
So
So I'll fire when he throws me back.
now it's the tree. It runs up. It doesn't run. It's pretty slow. It's a tree. It moves up to Ted and it goes like "Roar!" and whacks at him with one of his tree arms. They seem pretty angry, and it actually is just so blinded by anger and not having eyes that it misses. Ted then executes what you asked him to do. He's gonna, depending on how strong he rolls, he'll throw you different distances.
Nice.
Bad roll for Ted. But luckily he's pretty strong. So he got an 11. So I'm going to say he's able to throw you, like, I don't know, 40 feet.
Oh, nice. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
While I'm hurling through the air, I fire my crossbow, or not, I guess a short bow, at the tree that's close to Ted.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, that tree's going to be 40 feet away from you.
Cool.
All right. Roll to hit. Dexterity throw.
Really?
Go. There
Should I
it
do it again?
It's a 17. You sure you want to do it again?
No.
is.
I'll keep it.
Okay. So you nail the tree, like right where you think its face would be if it
Right
had a
in the
face.
eyes?
Yeah, right between the eyes if it had eyes. Do some damage.
Alright, I've been hitting a while. 1d6? 5.
It's plus something. I think it's plus your dexterity modifier.
Then 8 or 6.
Okay, cool. It goes like,
Uh-oh.
didn't like that.
What happened? Nick hurt the tree.
It hurt the tree.
Nice.
So this other tree now swipes at Ted, pissed off. It misses. It's super pissed off, but like, I guess it's once again blinded by rage
And not having
and not having eyes. So now it's Steve's turn.
Okay, so how far away are they from me?
Well, since you haven't moved at all, they're about like 250 feet away.
I'm gonna advance feet. Is that possible?
I think you're able to double your movement if that's all you do for your turn, if I remember correctly.
Oh, really?
Then what's my movement?
So should I have moved twice then?
Oh, it's called dash. You gain extra movement for the current turn, as long as that's your movement, as that's your action. So yeah, you can go up to 60 feet, Steve.
Nice.
Great, I moved 60 feet the last time.
Okay, I'm gonna move 60 feet.
Okay, great.
So now, how far away am I?
Like 190 feet. It's your pig's turn.
Okay, my pig is gonna charge with.
Okay, he's with you.
Well, he's not gonna charge. He's gonna.
Yeah, he dashed as well. All right, now it's Theeva's turn.
Okay. You said we're like 190 feet away.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez, that's crazy. I guess I'm gonna make another dash for it.
Okay.
130 feet away now.
Nice. Cookie, you're up.
I'm going to reach down, grab as much grass as I can, because it's tall grass, and wind it around the tip of one of my arrows.
Okay.
And tie it, and then set it on fire.
Oh.
Okay.
Interesting.
That's your action. So now you have an arrow that's on fire. Okay. This tree yells again and swipes at Ted. Misses again.
Wow.
So Ted, looks up into the air and goes "Wah!" and just, has two weapons. So he just does, this and attacks both trees. So he attacks the tree on his left with his battle axe and the tree on his right with his short sword. So for the tree on his left, he just misses because he wasn't looking. The tree on his right, I think he misses. No, wait, he gets it. He just nicks it. Just barely nicks that tree with the sword. And that'll do some damage. I think it's 1d6. Yeah, 1d6 plus 4.
Oh, he really nicked it.
Yeah. Nicked it with the 10. That's some 10 damage. So that tree goes, and a few of its branches just fall off. And the other tree that he missed now swipes at Ted and whacks him. And Ted goes flying backwards.
Oh no, Ted.
Not quite 50 feet because he doesn't weigh as much as you, but 20 some feet. And that'll do some damage. Hits Ted for 10.
Oh, geez.
Ouch, Ted.
Is Ted dead?
No, Ted's not dead.
Dead
Ted has despite being shocked.
By your sword.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay, so he's ow! I guess trees are strong, but that really hurt. I wasn't expecting that at all. And now it's Steve's turn.
Okay, I'm gonna. Am I within 50 feet yet?
No,
You're 190
you're
feet
190 feet
I'm gonna
away.
keep going.
You're just gonna dash again?
Yes.
Okay, I assume your pig's gonna do the same thing?
Yes.
Okay, so now you're 130 feet away.
These trees aren't moving forward, right?
Not yet. Alright, Theeva, you're up.
I'm dashing.
Okay, so you're the same spot as them, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're 70 feet from the trees.
Okay.
Nice.
Start.
These trees are right next to each other, right?
Yeah. They're super close to each other.
I'll fire my fire arrow in between the trees at the tall grass.
Okay.
Right. What do I fire? Just the...
Do a dexterity throw.
Oh, I got a 6.
You got a 6? Okay. So you miss. It lands 5 feet or 10 feet in front of them.
Okay.
But it does set the grass on fire.
Oh, nice.
Cool.
So now it's the tree's turn. So the tree obviously is a little scared of the fire, which is now burning in front of it. So it starts moving back to where it was before. Ted leaps over the fire, probably, and attacks the tree as he's coming down. Nope, he doesn't. He actually
Oh, no.
he actually trips just before he goes to leap, and he lands in the fire.
Oh, God.
Quickly rolls out of it, so he only takes 3 damage, but he's a little charred and pretty embarrassed. The other tree also retreats because it's scared of the fire. Now it's Steve's turn.
Okay, so how far are they away from me now?
They just moved back 20 feet, so they're now 150 feet away from you.
Okay, so I'm gonna go 90 feet away from them, and so is my pig.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you,
I'm gonna carry my pig.
so you carry your pig, so now you're 90 feet away.
Yeah, and my pig is gonna bump his head against me.
So you're actually in the same spot as Theeva.
And the pig is gonna bump against Theeva.
Nice, it's like a hello.
Yeah. Can
How's
I
it
give it a
going?
little pat even though it's not my turn?
It actually is your turn.
Oh, okay. I'm not going to do that then because I really don't want that to be one of my moves.
They're 90 feet away from you now. They've moved back.
Okay. I'm going to, I guess, move 60. Get myself within 30.
There's fire in the way, so you either have to move around the fire or you have to jump over it.
Oh, where's the fire?
It's right in front of Ted.
So how far away is that from me, though?
It's like 40 feet.
How far
How far back did they move?
How far is the fire from the
They
trees?
moved back 20 feet. The fire's 30 feet from the trees. Ted's 30 feet from the trees. The fire is
Such
30
heavy.
feet from the trees.
Oh.
And 40 feet from you.
Sorry, I missed.
I know. No, the feet away is like right where I can't do the thing I was gonna do. By like if it had been a foot one direction, it would have been fine. Okay, so I'm gonna. Well, I can't do anything if I move twice, right?
No.
So I'm gonna move at least once.
Okay.
Move up 30 feet.
So you're like at the fire, or are you going to try and move around the fire?
Well, it's 10 feet away from me still. It was 40 feet away from
Okay,
me.
yeah.
And I'm gonna. Can I take like a run fire?
Yeah, you just have to do an acrobatics roll and hope you roll better than Ted just did.
What did Ted roll?
2.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go for it because I've been out of this fight for too long, and I'm really honestly over all this. I just need to find this
Okay, go
Devil's
ahead.
Bane.
Roll your
Trying to find
d20.
it. Acrobatics is what? Dexterity. Oh, I don't know if that was the best idea.
You got a little bit of inspiration. You felt like you could do it. And when you rolled,
Got a 6.
uh,
-3 dexterity is really tricky.
you got total 6.
Yeah, total 6. Or 9 originally.
So you don't trip into the fire like Ted did. You trip right before the fire. You just face plant. And the
In front of
fire's
it?
like right in front of you. Yeah.
Cool.
You can feel the heat of the flames licking the hair on your head,
Oh boy.
singeing your eyebrows.
I don't think I have eyebrows.
It's the tree's turn.
Wait, what about my turn?
Oh yeah, sorry, it's Cookie's turn.
Alright, cool. I'm going to run up to it with my wooden block in my hand from my pack.
Yeah.
And I'm going to try and jump over it and throw my wooden block at the trees after dipping it in the fire while jumping over it.
Holy cow. Alright, so first you're gonna have to do an acrobatics check to see if you can even jump over the fire.
Alright. I got a 17.
You got a 5.
So you
Nice.
clear the fire easily. I'll do a dexterity check to see if you're able to actually dip it in the fire while you go over.
I got an 8.
An 8?
Yeah.
Oh, that's.
You like dip it in the flames, but it's not enough, so it doesn't catch. Now do a dexterity throw to see if you hit the tree with the block.
10.
10 total?
Yeah.
You miss. You just like you throw it and
We
it,
all
like,
watched in awe in the beginning of it. We're like, whoa! And then you just like.
it just like lands next to the trees, and the trees like kind of like look over at it and then look back. But you land on your feet and you're over the fire.
Oh no. That's not good.
Yeah, so it's this tree's turn.
Oh, no.
And it sees you just standing there. So it moves cautiously up to you. So it's still far enough from the fire. With its arm.
How far can these trees move?
Not that far, but far enough to get to Cookie.
Because they're 30 feet away from the trees,
and
right?
it whacks you.
Oof. Give me some damage.
Probably gonna die. 5.
Yeah, I'm dead.
Okay, so you just like crumple unconscious behind the flames, like behind Theeva.
No,
Okay,
he's
so I get knocked back
Yeah,
through the flames.
yeah, through the flames. Over the flames, actually.
Oh, okay.
They kind of like launch you. The flames aren't that high. They're like, waist high.
Okay.
So now it's Ted's turn.
What about the. Oh, yeah.
He's super pissed, so he tries his acrobatics move again. He really wants to take out these trees. And he falls.
What do you roll?
6. Plus 2.
Come on, Ted.
He just like trips on his, he like takes 2 steps back, runs, and then falls on his face. And he gets up and he's like, ah!
Has not been very useful.
The other tree picks up like a bunch of dirt and throws it towards the fire. And misses. It just like sprinkles everywhere. Now there's just like a layer of dirt kind of falling onto the ground, and the fire's still there. Now it's Steve's turn.
Okay, Am I close enough to them?
You're 90 feet away from one, and you're about 70 feet from the other.
Okay. I'm gonna move 10 feet with my pig, and then I'm gonna use my ice thing.
Use Ray of Frost?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and roll. See if you hit.
I got a 6.
You got a 6?
Yes, again.
Plus 3, so 9. That's your spell attack bonus. And you freeze the grass in front of the tree. You guys gotta roll a little bit better for this to go well. Now it's the pig's turn. Does Pig do anything?
No.
No? He's just still chilling. Okay. Theeva, you gotta do a death saving roll? Or no, sorry, you're not dead. Theeva, your turn.
Excuse me?
I'm just used to you being the one that's dead.
Oh, that was like a really nerve-wracking prophecy that just happened right there. Alright. And I'm sorry I keep asking these questions, but I just want to make sure I'm clear on where everyone is. So I am I'm a foot away from the fire.
Yeah.
I'm right in front of it.
You're right by the fire.
The tree is...
Your eyebrows are gone.
I didn't have eyebrows to begin with, it's fine. The closer tree is how far away from me and the fire?
It's so how far were you before? You were 40 feet away? So that closest tree is 30 feet away.
Okay. I'm gonna fireball that closest tree with my produce flame cantrip.
Okay, what does that do?
I can launch a fireball 30 feet away from me.
Okay. So roll a d20. See if you hit it.
What is... this cantrip is gonna be my wisdom, right?
It's gonna be plus your spell modifier. It should just
casting
say.
modifier?
Yeah.
Great. Got a 9.
Got a 9. So you miss. But you did set some more grass on fire next to the tree.
Nice.
Which you're going for the closest tree.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be you got some fire next to this tree now.
Isn't there ice there too?
Yeah. It's also a little frozen. It's actually frozen in front of the tree.
Oh wow.
Okay. Now it's Cookie's turn. Cookie gotta do a death saving throw.
Alright, excuse me, Zay. A 3.
Okay. You have you didn't get it.
Guys, this is pretty bad. We need to roll better.
Just stabilize me so I don't die.
Yeah. Hopefully someone gets to stabilize you.
Like the pig even.
Now it's this tree's turn. It's kind of surrounded by fire, so it's not sure what to do. So it just beats its arms on this new fire that just started next to it. It actually catches its own arms on fire. Now it's on fire. And it's actually just completely engulfed in flame, and it burns into cinders.
Whoa! It lights itself on fire?
It accidentally lit itself on fire, and now it's gone.
Nice.
Whoa. I love that there's still just ice and flame around it too.
So Ted tries one more time to jump this fire. He's like, I can do it this time, guys.
We believe in you, Ted.
And he falls into the fire again.
Ted, no!
Takes more damage.
He's done more damage to himself than...
Is he dead yet?
No. He has a lot of health. He doesn't roll ones when he levels up.
Someone.
Yeah.
So this tree that's still alive, mourns the death of his friend, grabs a pile of wood that's there now, that used to be his friend, and slings it at Ted. And misses. It just goes into the fire and catches on fire.
Oh no.
So now it's been double burned. Now it's Steve's turn.
Okay, am I far enough? Am I close enough to use my ice?
Probably. Isn't it 90 feet range?
It's 60.
Oh, you're not, but you can move a little bit
Okay,
and do it.
move 30 feet and
Okay, go ahead, do your Ray of Frost. Roll to hit.
I got a 13.
Nice. Plus your spell modifier, which is 3, so you got 16 total, right?
Nice.
Okay.
So you nailed the tree with this blue ray of frost. Roll your damage.
1d8, and the speed is reduced by 10 feet.
Cool. Roll 1d8.
5.
Nice. The tree gets a little frosty.
A little frosty.
Now it's the pig's turn.
Okay, he's gonna just bump his head against me because he doesn't know.
No!
It's Theeva's turn.
I'm gonna help out Cookie. Can I stabilize Cookie?
Yeah.
What do I need to do that?
You just use an action.
Oh great, I stabilized Cookie.
Thanks.
Why
Yeah.
is my pig bigger than Nick?
And
That's your turn, though. You can move.
I'm gonna move.
Oh, actually, you do have to do a check to stabilize. You have to do a medicine check.
Okay.
You got above a 10.
Yeah. What's your medicine modifier?
-2.
-2?
It doesn't give me anything because I have an herbalism kit. I'm proficient with it.
No. Oh gosh, don't get a 1. Cookie, you're up. Don't get a 1.
Excuse me, Zay. I just need to die.
You got a 1? Are you kidding? No.
No!
I'm not letting you die. You have advantage. I'm giving you a DM inspiration to not die. I'll try real hard.
19.
Okay, that's 1 save throw.
Oh my gosh.
A tear rolls down my face from the pain.
Okay, it's Ted's turn now. He sees your plight, and he stops his rage attacks and tries to stabilize you this time.
Goodness gracious.
He's like, you know what, friends are more important than revenge. So, he's not great at medicine either, but... Yeah. He doesn't know what he's doing. He, like slaps you a little bit, like, pokes your body a few times, like blows into your nose. And you don't respond to his stabilizing
methods. Oh, lordy.
It's the tree's turn. The tree picks up, it actually goes over to a regular tree and rips off a branch and slings it at Theeva.
Hey, your saving throws are what?
But definitely misses.
Great. When you do a saving throw, what modifier do you use?
None. You just have to get higher than a 10 to save.
Now it's Steve's turn. Steve, maybe you want to try
Okay, I'll try.
Stabilizing.
try stabilizing.
D20?
Yeah,
I'm
D20.
so touched by all the people who care about me.
I got 19.
19? Alright, he's stabilized.
Woo!
I'm much better at medical than you guys.
Yeah,
Apparently.
Steve's like, ugh, and he just like goes over and gives you a few chest compressions and you sputter back to life. He's like, alright, let's get back to the battle. Alright, it's the pig's turn.
Okay.
I'm sad the pig didn't try to stabilize you.
What if he got it?
What does Steve Jr. do?
Steve Jr.
Okay, so nothing. Theeva, you're up.
Okay.
It's alright.
So, I'm gonna, like, a little nervous to try to... I'm still, like, 30 feet away. The tree
Yeah.
moved.
Didn't move.
It didn't move. It just threw things at me.
Yeah.
Alright, I guess I'm gonna try to fire blast the thing again.
Alright, go for it. Roll to see if you hit it.
Yeah, okay. 16. Wisdom modifier is -2.
14? You got it.
Yeah!
So you hit the tree. How much damage does it do?
1d8.
Alright, roll your 1d8. You got a 1?
Yeah.
Alright, it actually does twice that. It does 2.
Why is it?
Because it's fire.
Oh.
It's
Super
a tree.
effective.
Super effective. Though
Right.
it's like a tiny little bit of fire that you hit him with. Alright,
Okay.
Cookie, you're unconscious, I guess.
Can I eat a mushroom? Is there a mushroom on the ground that I can just like,
No, but actually, now that it's Ted's turn, he shoves a mushroom into your mouth while he's backing up and getting ready to leap over the fire. And he tries to leap over the fire again. He succeeds!
Yay!
He leaps over the fire after shoving a mushroom into your mouth and like does like a somersault roll into like a double attack with his sword and axe. Hits the tree with his axe and hits the tree with his sword. That's 5 and 8 is 13 damage.
whoa.
The tree, like, he chops off a bunch of stuff from the tree. It's like basically just a trunk. And the tree roars and tries to hit him. And definitely does.
With his, like, one
With his trunk.
branch left?
He has his arm still.
Oh.
He has this, like, one
That's
big, huge
unfortunate.
branch that he's using as his arm. And, wow, Ted collapses on the ground.
Oh no.
Yikes.
Well dying.
Is he
He's unconscious.
dead? Is he... What's his deal?
He's definitely not looking good.
I don't need to stabilize him, that was what I'm asking.
He will have to do a death saving throw next turn, if that's what you're asking.
Yes, great. So,
It's Steve's turn.
Okay, how far am I away?
So Ted got thrown back again. He's like all the way back here, like near the pig and Steve.
Yeah.
Steve, you're like 60
you should
feet
try
away
to
from the tree.
stabilize Ted, since he's right next to you.
Or just finish off the tree.
Does Ted need stabilizing?
Yeah,
Okay, I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm not gonna go stabilizing.
Oof.
you're gonna attack the tree.
Use my ice on the tree.
All right, go ahead.
My D20 was a 5. Do I Do I hit him?
No. You
Okay.
you just make it more frosty in front of the tree.
Okay, now my pig is going to try and stabilize.
Alright, I don't know what the pig's medicine is. I think it's pretty low, but let's see. The pig medicine is actually just a 0.
Wow.
So go ahead and roll. You might
Better
actually do it.
than mine.
I got a 9.
9? Ah.
So close.
The pig like thinks about giving Ted chest compressions, but then just thinks, maybe it's better to just fart at him, so it farts at him. Nothing happened. Alright, now it's Theeva's turn.
Alright, hurling fire. Just gonna keep hurling
Alright,
fire.
go ahead and roll. See if you hit.
13.
13? Is that with your modifier?
Oh no, it's not. 11.
You miss. You set more of the forest on fire next to the tree, so now he's literally boxed in by fire. Now it's Cookie's turn. Cookie, you're sleeping with this mushroom.
Oh, okay.
So now it's Ted's turn. He has to do a death saving throw. It's a 5. He has one bad throw.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, guys. These two trees. Now it's the tree's turn. It freaks out because it's surrounded by fire, like the other one was, and starts trying to stamp it out with its arms. Or I guess it's one arm. And actually is able to put out some of the fire that's next to it. The new fire. Now it's Steve's turn.
Okay, so I'm still 60 feet.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm gonna run to Ted and then get in front of him. Wait, so how far is Ted?
He's close enough to you to run to.
How far?
20 feet, I think.
Okay, so I'm gonna run to him and then use my frost ray.
Okay, do it.
I got an 8.
An 8? Oh my gosh. Plus your spell modifier, which is +3. Still not enough. It's so icy in front of this tree. It's like an ice skating rink almost. It's the pig's turn.
Okay.
Finish it off.
The pig is gonna try and
Stabilize.
yeah.
Alright, go ahead, roll.
He got a 12.
12. That's enough.
Yeah.
So now the pig kind of gives these weird hoof chest compressions, just lifting up in the air and just pounding on Ted's chest.
There are definitely some broken ribs
to much
in there.
of your horrors, your collective horror, but then Ted sputters back to life. And this pig once again has saved you guys.
The pig was maybe to us this entire campaign.
Now it's Theeva's turn.
Okay.
Okay, this is getting ridiculous, and I'm really, really mad now. But just don't know if there's more that I can do. So with a lot of fury, I'm gonna
cast one more
cast
fireball.
one more produce flame, and then after that it's gonna get weird. I just want to be able to. Oh my gosh!
What you got?
An 11.
Okay, so yeah, you miss. You set that area on fire again, though. That the tree just put out, which makes it pretty upset. It's Grah! Okay, now it's Cookie's turn.
I'm asleep.
Oh yeah, you're still sleeping. Yeah, so Ted's unconscious. So it's the tree's turn. It tries to stamp out the flames again, and it does. It stamps out those flames.
Oh my gosh, why is the tree so adept?
It's pretty easy to stamp out the flames, just the first tree really didn't do a good job.
It kind of got lit on fire, and it was that was it.
So now
Guys, our battles take so long. We are so bad. We're the worst fighting
I just
crew.
have to hit it one more time, I think. It only has one arm left.
I know.
Okay, and I'm gonna use my rare frost, and I'm gonna tell everyone that I'm trying this time.
Okay.
You
Okay,
can
I got
do
a
it.
1.
You got a 1?
No!
So you raise your arm up in the air to go but you accidentally shoot it before you move your arm, so it just goes straight up.
Okay, I'm gonna be
No.
Yeah, where I was also concerned, a giant ice dagger.
I'm gonna say, just kidding!
Now it's the pig's turn.
Okay, the pig is gonna charge at me.
It's gonna attack you?
Yes.
What?
You're just gonna do it lightly.
Oh, light attack. Okay, a love tap.
Okay,
attack.
it'll do have a d4.
Did you damage yourself? You have to actually see if it hits you. You have to roll a d20.
Oh, got a 2. He got a 12.
Pretty sure plus his attack modifier. Can't believe I'm doing this. Plus 0, and your AC is 12, so he hits you for 2 damage.
Yay.
It's Theeva's turn.
Alright, I'm gonna run and leap over the fire.
Okay.
And then, because I'm so angry, I'm gonna produce my thunder wave.
Okay. Do your acrobatics roll.
What kind of a dragon are you, Dana?
I feel like I need a better rolling space.
What'd you get it?
6.
6?
Dana, what?
Oh, I'm a ice, or no, I'm a
You're
something.
acid.
No, I'm not acid.
You're cold.
Yeah, that's what ice
Like
wasn't
breath
right.
is. So you take a few steps back to run forward and jump over the fire, but you actually fall while you're stepping backwards and laying on your butt. You feel pretty embarrassed.
Oh, I'm so mad.
Cookie, you're asleep still. Ted is unconscious. The tree slings another branch at you, Theeva, and misses. Like, completely misses. It just goes into the flames again and burns up. Man, guys.
This is really brutal.
Finish this off.
Trying.
It's Steve's turn.
Okay, I'm going to use my breath weapon.
Oh, dang. How does that work?
I don't know.
Just like a regular one.
I think it's only 15 feet range, though, if it's like mine.
No, I think his is a little long.
Oh, really?
See, the range is, what just happened?
5 by 30 foot line.
Oh, great.
Oh, yeah, you can hit it.
And I hope I don't. And it's lightning.
So roll a strength attack.
I got a 2. On the D20.
So you just kind of like go and forget that you're supposed to aim it, and it just goes like kind of everywhere.
What a waste!
Except for the tree.
What a waste!
It doesn't look like you're supposed to be making an attack for this breath weapon. It says it on his sheet, but it doesn't say here. So he picked the tree. So the tree has to make a saving throw.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Equal to 8.
And if it fails, he gets the entire damage, and if he passes, then he gets half the damage.
So it's going to hit no matter what.
Oh, that. What a turn of events.
You actually hit.
Oh, I did?
Yeah.
Wait, what did I hit?
The tree.
So it has to do a saving throw, but you're going to hit it no matter what. It saved, so I think it does half damage.
But why do I hit it?
Because it doesn't work like a regular attack. The tree has to save instead of you actually attacking. So you do half damage. So 1d6.
1d6.
Actually, yeah, do 2d6 and then we divide by 2.
2 d6s and divided by 1, 4, and a 4.
So you do 4 damage. Alright, this tree is still alive.
No!
But it's like crumbling to pieces. And it's like...
Zapped by lightning.
Just like crying, basically.
Alright.
And it barely has an arm anymore.
This is craziness.
Now it's Theeva's turn.
Alright, finish it off.
Did I leap over the fire?
You got a 10? Is that plus your dexterity modifier?
You sure it's dexterity?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or it's
Strength.
It's acrobatics.
Did I, push myself
It's
over?
acrobatics.
Acrobatics is also dexterity. I got a 7.
Then you don't. Yeah, you fall again on your face, and you're really embarrassed.
Oh, jeez.
Cookie, you're still asleep. Ted's unconscious.
I just sit down and I start weeping.
Can I roll over in my sleep?
No.
Can't do anything.
Okay,
These mushrooms are really powerful stuff. You can't do anything while you're asleep with these mushrooms.
Am I dreaming?
You can dream.
Why can't I roll
Can I dream
anything over
about,
10?
practicing my instrument?
Yeah.
Okay, you're dreaming about practicing your bagpipe.
Can I practice
Yeah.
it?
You go to blow into the bagpipe, it's a snake.
No!
It's a bad dream. So this tree, takes off a part of itself because it's already falling apart and throws it at you. Theeva. And what's your AC?
7.
Your AC is only 7?
That's my armor class, right?
Holy cow.
Wow.
Well,
It hasn't been upgraded, right?
It definitely hits, but I feel like your armor class is wrong.
Yeah.
This was something that I think it put in itself. I don't think I put that in.
Oh, man.
I think it's right.
So it hits you, and it's just going to do...
How do I elevate my armor?
Does 3 damage. Not a lot, because it's just throwing shards of bark at you. Now it's Steve's turn. Steve, want to finish it off?
Yes.
Kill it.
Okay, how do I do that? I'm gonna use my Rare Frost.
Do your Ray of Frost, yeah.
17.
You hit. You don't have to roll your damage, because the tree only had 1 health left. The tree...
Well, I got a 2.
The tree freezes, completely, and it's just a block of ice. And that's it.
Wow.
He's almost from me.
Cookie, you wake up.
Oh, thank goodness. I'm gonna go find my wooden block in the fire.
You feeling a little bit better? Roll a d4 from the mushroom.
3.
You get 3 health back. Ted's still unconscious. And everything's on fire.
Can I find my wooden block?
Do an investigation check.
Alright.
This is so phenomenal.
I got 17.
You found it. It's just laying like next to the fire. It's not even on fire.
Nice. Put it back in my bag.
Nice. You kept your block.
What a fight.
I'm gonna, I guess, use my druid craft and create a rain cloud
Okay.
over all of the fired area and try.
I've done that the whole time.
Well, here's the thing. I didn't want to. Like, if the tree got water, I was afraid it was gonna like gain strength back. You know.
Okay, so you put out the fire. That's good. Everything seems quieter now that the trees are murdered. And the shrieking plant's no longer screaming.
Nice.
That's it. What do you want to do?
Let's find the Devil's Bane.
Can we please? Because this is something I've really been trying to do for a long time.
So Ted's unconscious with 0 health.
Sorry.
Should we maybe sleep? No, we should go and try and find the Devil's Bane.
Freeze. We need to help Ted, and then we should go
What
and
happened
find
to Ted? Where'd you go?
Ted is almost dead. Dead Ted.
Why don't
Where
you all
are
just
you?
pop a bunch of red mushrooms?
That's a good idea. Sleep by the fire.
Fire's all
I
out.
put-
Oh,
But-
okay.
Nice.
How many red mushrooms are equal to a long rest?
Each red mushroom gives you 1d4.
Okay, I'm gonna pop. I don't have that much health. I'm gonna pop 3 red mushrooms.
Okay. Are you gonna put any in Ted's mouth? Well, you immediately fall asleep as soon as you eat them, so.
Oh crap.
So you're snoring.
Yeah, I'm gonna give Ted a few mushrooms.
How many mushrooms do you put in his mouth?
I guess I'll give him 3 too, since this one took 3.
You give him 3?
Yeah.
Alright. He's snoring now.
Alright.
Theeva, do you take any?
Okay.
Um,
Now I have 1.87
I'll just take one.
gigabytes.
One's good
Alright,
for
you
me.
take one.
Oh, it's D4. Oops.
Steve, do you take any?
Do I take those mushrooms?
Yeah.
Does it get health there?
I'm from my pig. My pig is the
Yeah, you hurt yourself.
Are we just gonna like rest?
You just took you took some.
You're the only one awake
Are
still.
we just gonna long rest? Can I just long rest?
Well, no one else is. They all just popped some red mushrooms and are about to have some weird dreams.
Oh, I got a long rest.
You can take a short rest with them if you don't feel like eating mushrooms.
Well, would they be able to wake me up?
Uh-huh.
Okay. So it'll
So for a short rest, you'll get back your dragon's breath.
But will I get back any of my spells?
You haven't used any spells.
Well, what if I used one? Would I have gotten them back?
No, I don't think so.
Well, I'm on a long rest.
Why?
He wants the spells back. Oh,
You have all your spells.
Okay.
You haven't used any spells yet.
You know what? I'm just gonna.
You don't have time to do a long rest, so you can either do a short rest or you can pop some mushrooms.
Okay, I'm gonna do a short rest.
Okay, roll 1 hit die.
1 hit die.
Yeah, I don't know what that is for you.
D8.
1d6.
I got a 2.
You got 2, so you get 2 health back.
And I'm pretty sure that's what.
Did everyone do their
And
rolls
that's-
as well?
And that's what the pig gave me.
Yeah,
so
I'm
it's
back
like good now.
You guys are dreaming. What are you dreaming about?
I don't know.
I'm dreaming about successfully. I'm dreaming about this battle, and there's fire everywhere. But in my dream, every time I go to leap over any of the flames, I am successful. And I even do like some cool like tucks and rolls, and in like around the perimeter of the area is all of my family clapping for me because they don't hate me, and I'm actually doing the right thing. Making them proud.
Nice.
Okay,
Yeah.
in my dream, I'm gonna be flying through the sky.
real dragon.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be like breathing dragon breath everywhere, and I'm gonna turn invisible.
Without even taking a short rest.
And I'm gonna turn invisible, and then I'm gonna just jump, and then I'm gonna see a fire down below and jump into it, and then it's all gonna extinguish.
Nice.
My dream is about Rabbit. He's alive.
Nice.
And that's all.
We were all like waiting for more. That was it.
Also, Theeva and Cookie, feel free to use any hit dice too.
Do you ever hand out
Test.
inspiration?
I did when you were
To
dying.
you, remember?
Oh yeah. That's right.
I am planning on handing out inspiration, but I hadn't gotten around to it yet.
I don't have any inspiration.
Well, I liked your creativity during the battle, and I also heard you alive.
Well, thank you.
Ted's dreaming about... He's also dreaming about a dragon.
Is it me?
The dragon he's dreaming about has 1 red eye and 1 blue eye,
Oh my.
and it's just flying across some landscape, over some mountains, and it's scared until it's scared.
Oh man.
Man, we're gonna have to fight this dragon. I only have 10 health.
Then everyone wakes up.
Or maybe we get to save the dragon.
Everyone's awake.
Maybe we could train it.
Everyone feels great. for what just happened.
So refreshing.
Ted's like, wow, I feel better than before the fight started. Okay.
Listen, this has been fun and all in the woods here, but we really just need to get this Devil's Bane and get back out, because really I just need to, like, spend some time,
I feel like this
Back
girl is
with
definitely dead.
the
by now.
Jewish.
It's been a long time. I think she's dead.
It's, we're gonna do our best here, so we need to get moving. To the right, there was no brighter light from my
So we
totem,
should go to the right.
so we should not go to the right.
Alright.
And to the left, it was bright, but there was those crazy trees. And forward, it was bright, but there was that shrieking plant.
Let's go to the
And now we can go either straight or left.
I am going to attempt to ride the pig because I'm pretty small.
Okay, do an animal handling roll.
I'm gonna punch him before he gets on.
What? No, I'm doing my thing
He
first.
hasn't even figured out if he got on the pig.
I got a 16.
Oh, you got on the pig.
Oh, I'm gonna punch him.
I'm gonna go and try and make the pig go faster.
Alright, Isaiah, just do a quick dexterity throw to see if you got your punch in before the pig left.
Let's see, I got a 5.
And do a contest. See who is quicker.
You got
I got a
an
19.
18.
Alright, you sped away on the pig. Which way did you go?
The way that the thing glowed?
It was
Up?
and to the right, but up was the shrieking plant that's no longer shrieking, up and to the left. Up was the shrieking plant,
Alright,
left
head up.
was the...
Okay, so you ride your pig up to the top entrance, and the plant starts shrieking again.
Oh my goodness.
Well, I continue.
You fall into the swamp.
No!
And there's
Cookie can't help but notice
a pig shrieking.
that
Okay.
every bad thing that's happened to us in this...
A fungus climbs onto the back of your neck.
Okay, I'm gonna run over as fast as I can and try and pull Cookie and Steve Jr. out.
You pull Steve Jr. out?
But
Both of them? Alright, do a strength roll.
got a 9.
You yank them both out. There's still fungus on Cookie's neck.
And I'm gonna flip that away.
Alright, do a strength. Do just an attack. A melee attack on the fungus.
Let's see. I got an 18. Rolled 17.
You nailed it. Roll some damage. Roll, since you're just ripping it off, roll a
No,
d...
I'm flicking it.
Flicking it? Alright, a flick is a d4.
I got I think that's a 3.
You got a 3?
Yes.
Alright, the fungus is flicked off, and it is a little worse for wear, and it crawls back into the swamp.
Okay.
Okay, now I'm gonna drag Steve Jr. and Cookie back.
Okay.
Got a 19.
Drag them. Where are you dragging them to?
Back to our dinner.
Okay, you're dragging Steve by the ear, or you're dragging Cookie by the ear, and you're like being nicer to Steve Jr.
You know, I'm just gonna put Steve Jr. on top of me.
Okay, you're carrying Steve Jr. and you're just yanking Cookie by one ear.
No, I'm doing it by the hand.
Oh, by the hand? Alright, you're just dragging him by the hand.
By the pinky finger.
By the pinky finger, and Cookie's just like... It's like eating grass, and even eats part of the dead tree. He just drug you single-handedly out of the swamp. Got rid of the fungus, and now he's dragging you by the arm across the...
By the pinky finger, actually.
By the pinky finger, yeah.
He's not pleased with you.
Across the what? Ground?
Across the ground, yeah.
Oh no.
With the pig on top of my shoulder.
Alright,
Yeah, I
so
wish I had that kind of strength.
Where are you guys going?
I'm gonna use my locate plant spell.
Okay, what does that do?
I'm gonna really, in the quiet post-battle forest, concentrate on the voice of nature.
Uh-huh.
And I'm gonna learn the direction and distance of the closest Devil's Bane
Is it that simple?
that I know, or that's within 5 miles, if there's any present.
There's some Devil's Bane present. It's like really pretty close. It's like 200 yards away, and it's like diagonally to your left.
Oh no.
Like-
Can you...
This way.
Oh man.
There's Devil's Bane. How far?
Oh, this
200
way.
yards away.
200 yards through the woods here.
Well, it's definitely up and to the left or left and to the up.
Okay, so why don't we go left into the up since we've already beaten the thing we have to beat there?
Oh yeah, we also beat some stuff up.
Also, it's hard for you to focus because there's a shrieking plant still just screaming.
Yeah, so we're going...
I'm going to
I can't
identify
move my
the
person
note
here.
that the shrieking plant is
Oh my
shrieking,
goodness.
and then I'm going to play it on my bagpipe.
It's a quarter tone.
What's that mean?
It's not a note. It's like in between two notes. It sounds
I'll
awful.
play it.
You can't. You don't have the capability on your bagpipe to play
I'm
quarter
going to-
tones.
Can't I just like tune it? badly.
Do you know how to tune your bagpipe? Have you learned that yet? I don't think you have.
Can I practice tuning my bagpipe?
While he's debating
Alright, you
this, I am
practice tuning your
so over all of this stuff, and I just walk away. Like, I'm ready to leave everyone behind.
Alright, so you just walk that way?
Oh, yeah. No, I'm done.
Okay, Theeva left.
Okay, I'm following Theeva.
Okay. Ted's like, yeah, me too.
Why did you say that?
Uh,
No, that said anything.
I'm staying behind for now. I'll just wait at the entrance
Okay.
and look.
Alright, so you guys leave this room that I thought was going to take you like 5 minutes, but actually took you 2 hours.
We tried our best.
And you enter like this little hallway that leads like this. Another like bend in the road.
Which side are we on?
Where all the people were.
Oh,
Really? But we
that
just went
doesn't
to the
make
left.
sense. Yeah.
How did that happen? It's like Alice.
Oh
in
my gosh.
Wonderland?
Okay. I thought you would understand that that's what I meant, but sure, I'll move everyone and draw it the other direction.
Thank you.
Thank you.
There you go.
Alright.
And now I put 70 monsters at the end.
I'm so confused by this.
Alright, I'm gonna keep moving forward.
Alright,
I
go
thought
ahead.
Cookie wasn't coming.
I joined.
Uh,
When I saw the bend just bend like crazy.
So, you guys get to this big, like, open area.
Move me.
And 100 feet in front of you, you see what looks like this temple. There are like 2 pillars, some steps that lead up to a big entryway, and it backs up to a bunch of trees. And you actually see that there are some trees that look like are like built into the temple on the sides.
Nice.
so this is the direction that the Devil's Bane was in.
I'm gonna check. Wait, did Dana ever pick up her?
Yeah, I've got it.
Oh, I'm gonna check it.
Are you gonna ask me to check it, or are you
No,
gonna like
I'm
swipe
sorry.
it out of my
I'm
hand?
gonna use my stealth to try and steal it.
Alright, go ahead and do sleight of hand.
Oh, I'm very bad at sleight of hand. I'm very good at stealth. I got a 5.
Okay. You do a perception. Your passive perception is enough. You notice that he's trying to do it, and you get mad.
Yeah, I'm really mad at Cookie, and I'm refusing to speak to him here on out.
The rest of the campaign.
And I'm like, Cookie, listen.
I'm gonna try and deceive her and say, "Oh, I was just scratching my leg."
Alright, go ahead and do a deception roll, I guess.
I got a 10, but I'm also an expert at deception.
What is that?
So I add 1 plus 4, so 15.
Okay, yeah, you're pretty convincing.
I'm like, alright, I guess I'm speaking to you. Cool. I'm gonna look at my little totem and kind of see what's going on.
It's glowing very brightly.
I'm gonna try and knock it out of her hand into the ground.
I'm gonna avoid him?
Do a dexterity contest.
I'm gonna smack Cookie.
Oh, I'm good at dexterity contests. So let's see.
Oh no.
You guys never do anything, you just attack each other.
I'm gonna smack
I
Cookie.
got a 19. 20.
I'm not even
Terrible.
rolling.
I'm gonna smack
It's
Cookie.
impossible for her to beat me.
Yeah.
Okay, so the totem gets knocked out of her hand onto the ground.
Okay, now I'm smacking Cookie.
I'm now
And I
no
got
longer
an
speaking to
18.
Cookie.
You smack Cookie.
Oh,
Roll a d4.
I smack
That's how
him
much
back.
damage you take. Do
I have-
a strength roll.
While they're doing this, can I...
I got an 18.
Alright, you slap him back, roll a d4.
I got a 3.
Alright, you both take 3 damage, you goons.
I am walking away from all of them because, again, I'm not playing.
Where are
the
you
game.
walking to?
I'm going to walk forward and start looking around to see if I'm going to step forward
Okay.
and perceive the area, see if I can see the Devil's Bane.
Okay,
Okay, are there
roll a
any,
perception check.
are there any yellow mushrooms nearby?
Unfortunately, yeah, there are mushrooms here too. They're
Yellow?
everywhere in the
Are
forest.
there any yellow?
Yeah, all the colors are here.
Okay, I'm gonna
I
grab
got
a
a
yellow
20.
one and stuff it inside.
Okay, so you,
Cookie's mouth.
Theeva, you notice that there's a druidic message
Thank goodness I can read that.
written into the temple. It says, Temple of Rula, the blind seer. You notice also as you walk towards the temple a little bit, your totem gets brighter. Yeah, and the temple's open. There's no door or anything, it's just an opening.
Alright, I'm going to walk up.
Okay, now I am going to grab a yellow mushroom and stuff it in Cookie's mouth.
While he's doing that, I noticed that the temple looks a lot like the temple in Donkey Kong 64.
It's fantasy world, so you don't know that reference, but you know in some plane of existence that there's some subconscious resemblance to something that you in a past life know about.
And maybe the creator of this temple.
And it makes you think, have a hint of the taste of banana in your mouth.
While I chew on my mushroom.
If you're going to shove a mushroom into his mouth, do a strength contest.
Okay, what is it, D20?
Yeah, you too.
I got 4.
I got a 2.
Add your strength. What's your strength?
1.
1.
Okay, yeah, he shoves that mushroom in. I think yellow just makes you sneeze.
Yeah.
That was my...
Can I just spit it out?
Yeah, I guess you can spit it out.
I'm gonna close his mouth.
I'll just hold it in my mouth. I don't want to sneeze.
I don't think you're going to be able to keep his mouth closed.
I'll try and use my strength to open my
I'll
mouth.
do a D20.
Okay, do another strength contest.
Okay, I got an 8.
I got a 12. Okay, so you're able to open your mouth and spit it out. But you do get sneeze a few times.
No!
Yeah.
But it doesn't last.
Did I sneeze in his face?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna turn around.
I'm gonna spit in his face. I'm gonna spit in his face.
How dare you? I'm going to play my bagpipes into his ear.
I'm gonna grab the bagpipes and blow through them.
You don't know how to play the bagpipes, so it doesn't actually do anything.
No, I'm just gonna blow through them.
It doesn't do anything.
No, what?
It's kind of hard to make sound on a bagpipe.
Mm-hmm.
But I've seen him do it.
It took him hours of practice to get any sound out.
You can practice it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
You want to see if you get better at it?
Yeah, I'm gonna practice it right now.
Alright, roll a d20. This is also taking many minutes. It's like half an hour.
A 10.
You get a little whimper out of it at the end.
So I am now turning around to just plead my case with these foolish goons that I somehow became involved with. And I'm just gonna tell them, who are no longer paying attention, listen guys.
Ted's practicing the bagpipes now. He can't make a single note. He's going like over and over.
I put it up to the pig's mouth to see if the pig can do it.
A4.
Oh,
Yeah, it doesn't. It tries to eat it.
No, the pig is gonna try to eat it again.
Alright.
So noticing that no one's listening to me anyway, I'm walking in without everyone.
Okay, so
He walks into the temple.
the pig got 12 in eating it.
Okay.
I'm gonna start running, and I'm gonna grab the pig.
Yeah,
in
Ted
the
gets in too.
bagpipes. I'm gonna grab the pig in the bagpipes. And is the pig munching on the bagpipes?
Yeah, it's chewing on it.
Okay.
Do you go inside, Steve? Steve, you go inside, right?
Yes, I do.
Great. So you're all in this temple. Okay, so
Wait, how do you set an avatar?
So you're in this chamber, and I'll draw it in a second. You can see light streaming in from behind you, but otherwise you don't really see any sources of light. There's a pedestal sitting in the middle of the room, but there's nothing on it. There are like thick vines just all around the walls, and some trees too, and that's all you notice when you walk in.
I'm gonna look for some devil's bane, just perceive everything around me.
You can do it.
I got a 14.
You got a 14?
Oh. Yeah.
So you see Theeva, another druidic message. Actually, it's written on the pedestal, and that message says, "Sacrifices to Vrula in the chamber beyond."
It's terrifying. Do I see anything else?
Wait, what did it say?
Sacrifices to Vrula in the chamber beyond.
Uh-oh. One of us is not going to make it out.
Yeah, you don't notice anything else at the moment. You just notice that there are a lot of vines on the walls.
What about my totem?
It's glowing brighter as you enter the temple. Yeah.
Goodness. Is it glowing any brighter if I move it around the room?
If you just do this with your arm, you don't really notice any difference, but you do notice it kind of lights up a little bit of the room in front of you, so you can see a little bit better.
I'm going to check my belly button for lint.
You find lots of lint.
If I walk around the room, does it light up?
Are you actually walking around the room?
Yeah.
What direction?
I'm gonna do this way.
Okay. So yeah, as you go towards the back of the chamber, it gets brighter, and then as you come back around to where you started, it gets dimmer.
Okay, I guess we're going forward.
Okay.
Towards the
I'm gonna follow her.
Okay. So you're
Rula.
Sacrifices? Sounds great. I've already sacrificed myself once today.
Forward we go.
I'm gonna secretly
walk through a wall.
I'm going to walk through further.
So you're at the back of the temple, and there's a bunch of vines on the wall, but you don't see a door. There's no door sitting there.
Okay, I'm gonna use my druid craft to produce some light. along the back wall.
Okay.
And look and see if I can find an entrance.
You notice that on the back wall, the vines are especially thick. You don't actually see any wall back there or doors, just vines.
Start moving vines.
I'll set it on fire.
So you start moving a few vines. They definitely move. They're definitely movable. Cookie just sets them on fire. And they burst into flame.
Oh boy.
So now there's just this burning doorway.
Great.
It's just on fire.
I'm going to put the fire out.
No, that's how we get through. They'll burn away.
So we just sit and wait?
Yeah.
Okay, you sit and wait for the vines to burn up? Okay, it takes 5 hours.
Yeah. So we're not going to do that.
No, you did it.
No, we just did it.
So
Great.
you sat there for 5 hours watching these vines burn. Now they're burned.
Wonderful.
And there you see a doorway, an
Nice.
entryway.
Yeah, I was right.
You know what else we could have done? Alright, I'm going to walk through the entryway. Where's the entryway?
It's just where the vines were, right where you're standing. So you guys walk through?
Yeah.
Okay, so you enter this new chamber. It's pretty dark. You can't actually see anything, except if you're using your totem. It's bright.
Yes, I am using it.
So with your totem, you can see about 5 feet in front of you.
What if you have dark vision?
Yeah, you can see, but no one has dark vision.
I have dark vision.
You do?
Yeah, rock gnomes have dark vision.
Oh, then
I live with rocks.
I guess you can see.
Nice. I won't
What
tell
do you
anybody
see?
what I see,
Oh.
and I'll close my eyes actually.
Alright, so what you can see when you walk in, because you have the totem and it's lighting up 5 feet around you, on your left, or actually let's start with your right. On your right is this big statue. It's this stone creature, humanoid. It's crouching. It's 15 feet tall. It doesn't look like it has many features. It is just kneeling and facing forward. And on the left side is a big totem pole. It's 15 feet, or it's 10 feet across and 20 feet high. There's some pictures on it, on the front of it.
Hey Steve, you wanna cast some light in here?
Okay, I'm gonna use light cantrip on me.
Okay, you just light yourself up?
Yes.
Nice. How far does light go?
20-foot radius.
20 foot.
And dim light for an additional 20 feet.
Okay. So you can see more of the room. You can see all the way to the edges on your right and left. It just keeps going. You can't really see what's beyond at the moment.
Okay.
I'm gonna look at this totem on the left and see what I can tell from its pictures.
There's a picture of a painting of an angel, and it's holding up a dragon toward the sky. And there's a little inscription in Druidic that says, "All can be saved by the one that is chosen." You actually see in the wall are a few trees that have faces. Yeah, that's it.
There's
That's
nothing else on the totem.
No, that's all you can. That's the picture that's depicted on the totem. That's the scene.
Can I see if I remember anything about it? If I've ever learned anything about this?
You can do an Arcana check. See,
20.
Great.
perfect 20.
Yep.
You actually are pretty sure you've never seen this before.
Wow. Okay.
This depiction.
Or anything about the one that's chosen?
No.
Okay.
You do remember this god, Rula, is a blind seer, which you read already, but it's pretty revered in Druidic culture, and there are a lot of stories of gods going to Rula for advice, and Rula usually pointing them in the right moral direction.
Okay. So guys, we gotta find the Devil's Bane. It's around here somewhere.
Alright, I open my eyes.
Great.
Oh my god, I forgot you were doing that.
Protest. I can't. I'm gonna.
So,
Go ahead. Sorry.
well, he sees stuff. He can see everything.
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
Dark vision.
I just assumed it was only as far as the light, since it was such a large
I can
radius.
see 60 feet in the dark.
Okay, you only see a little bit further. On the ground, pretty much 60 feet in front of you, a little bit off center to the left, is a skeleton. On the skeleton is a golden helmet.
Oh, I'm gonna go get the...
Okay, so you walk up to this skeleton, so you take the helmet.
Yeah, and I put it on.
The helmet doesn't give you much. It's soft metal because it's gold, but you think it's probably worth something.
Nice.
It doesn't give you any more AC or anything.
I just want it for the.
But you look awesome. You look really dope.
Is there anything inscribed in it? Or is it just a regular golden
It's just a golden helmet.
Oh, nice.
As you walk up, you actually see a little bit further on. It looks like it's about 100 feet into the room. So now you can see it since you walked up to this skeleton. Is a statue. The statue's of this woman, and she has like 4 arms, and they're all like open, like as if she's welcoming you. And she's just adorned with golden things. So she's just adorned with different like golden trinkets, golden jewelry and such. The one thing of note is an amulet that's draped around her neck. It's this very decadent, decorated necklace, and the amulet itself is a very deep purple, and it's clearly like the most gaudy thing that's on herself. Yeah.
Okay. How tall is this statue?
It's the height of a regular person.
Oh, okay. Well, I can't reach that high.
Okay. I'm holding my totem, and I'm gonna walk forward and see what is happening to the totem.
Okay, so you walk up to the statue. Your totem's glowing super bright now. And actually, when you look at the foot of the statue, you see these plants that look like that have like 2 petals that look like horns, just like surrounding this statue.
Oh, I wonder what that is.
I'm going to try to recognize that as Devil's Bane. Just do that, or do I need to roll for it?
I think you need to do a nature check if you really want to
Confirm.
recognize for sure.
If she can't confirm it, I'm just gonna set it on fire, I think.
Oh.
That was an 8. What's your nature?
Should be pretty good, right? It's a 3.
So you get 11. You're pretty sure this is Devil's Bane.
Great.
You're not positive.
I'm holding up my.
I'm just gonna say, yup, Devil's Bane.
I'll put it away.
As you kneel down to grab this Devil's Bane, you hear a shriek, and there's another plant that's shrieking
No,
by the statue, but nothing happens. It's just shrieking.
that's not great. It's bad news.
I'm going to try and learn how to tune my bagpipe again.
Okay, go ahead, roll.
A 7.
What are you
Okay,
doing,
you still
Zay?
have no idea how to change the tune. It's the same note every time you blow
I'm gonna try to.
it. Does he let you?
No.
No, you can't.
I'm gonna say, can I please try and tune it?
I shove.
While they're doing this, I'm gonna pick some Devil's Bane
Okay, you pick a few Devil's Banes.
and then put it into my satchel.
I shove a bronze coin into the bagpipe pipe and try and fire it at Steve.
Okay, do a nice little dexterity roll for that.
A 3.
Projectile, a 3. It actually chips a little, like, the ear off. The ear
Oh my
falls off the
goodness.
statue.
Oh no. I go over and I pick up the ear and I put it in my pocket.
Oh my god! Cookie!
You've gotten Rula's ear.
I feel pretty inspired by Rula and this entire druidic temple, and I'm going to leave a gold coin at her statue.
I lean it down and I pick up the bronze coin that I fired. But I leave the gold coin there.
Nice.
Is the plant still shrieking?
Yep. You can destroy it. You can see it now.
Where is it?
It's just right next to the statue. It's like right behind it.
What is it?
It's a shrieking plant.
Yeah, what kind of plant is it?
It looks like a little shrub. It's like pretty handheld size. It looks kind of like a Venus flytrap but without any teeth. It's just like rearing its head, just screaming.
I'm going to try to.
Try to destroy it, or should we just run away?
No, I can't do anything.
What do you think, Zay?
I'll eat it.
What?
Nobody does anything.
What do you think?
What should we do about this?
The shrub.
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab it.
You grab it, or now it's just in your hand and shrieking.
Should we try to destroy it, or should we run away? We have the Devil's Bane.
I'm gonna try and tickle it.
Okay. You try and tickle it, but it's the plant, so it doesn't get tickled. It's still screaming.
Alright, I'm going to eat it.
No.
Eat
No,
it.
I'm gonna grab it and put it behind my back. Then I'm gonna drop it and step on it.
Okay, you step on it.
No!
Do you like smush your foot over, it, or you just step on it?
I just step on it.
Alright, it's muffled
I
screaming
jump
now.
on it.
You jump on it?
Oh.
How many times?
Once.
It screams again, a little bit louder, but now it's muffled because you're standing on it.
Okay. That solves it.
I think we should leave.
Alright, Steve, stay here so then the scream stays muffled.
Alright, as you turn to go, you hear a voice from behind the statue, and he says, "Oh dear, I think that might have been a mistake." You turn around and you see a man in a robe, and he's holding the amulet. And you feel the ground start to rumble.
Why did you do that?
Yeah, we weren't supposed to touch the amulet.
Why is there a man just living in this place?
You feel the ground start to rumble, and you look back, and actually, from all the trees, from all their eyes, shoot these red beams of light.
Oh boy.
So it's this big flash of red, and then these like red sap just like down the face of these trees. And as you're looking at these trees, you hear a bunch of like crumbling stone, and the statue stands up, and it turns around and grabs the totem pole and yanks it down so it's covering the entrance.
Whoa.
And roll initiative.